June has always been an exciting month for gamers, mainly for two reasons: E and 3. Usually as a result of such a big event, publishers tend to hold off on huge releases for that month, and the Nintendo Switch isn't a huge exception. That said, if you're looking for some new titles to add to your Switch library, you'll still have plenty to choose from. So today, we're going to take a gander at 10 of these games coming to the Nintendo Switch in the month of June.
This is Shaq Fu, a Legend Reborn.
Can you think of a better way to start out the month? Me either. As the title suggests, Shaq Fu has been reborn in ways you can't even imagine, as a beat-em-up instead of a fighting game. In case you don't remember, Shaq Fu started out as an SNES fighting game infamous for being, well, terrible. But as demonstrated by Superman 64, Bubsy, and Sonic 06, these terrible games hold legacies that can even be greater than the best games. Shaq Fu: A Legend Reborn capitalizes on the silliness of this concept with fully voiced cutscenes and a ridiculous origin story.
My mother named me Shaquille and raised me as her own.
Hopefully this game winds up good and not like Bubsy the Woolies Strike Back. The Banner Saga 1 came out on the Nintendo Switch this month, but we forgot to mention that in our May Switch Games episode, so we'll make it up to them by mentioning the Banner Saga 2. At first glance, these games are gorgeous, sporting amazing 2D animation. At second glance, they are intense tactical RPGs that are not for the faint of heart. Seriously, this game already intimidates me just looking at it. This game and the first one originally came out on other platforms, but in July, the Banner Saga 3 will debut on the Nintendo Switch. So yeah, you have 3 Banner Saga games to play this year. Time to catch up!
I lost my mom and dad in the war. Stupid war, they fought all because of some stupid sushi.
Here's a game that's been getting a lot of buzz lately from the Switch community. Sushi Striker: The Way of the Sushido may look like a light puzzle game on the surface, but the truth is much more complicated than that. Here's a game with an actual story mode, well-made cutscenes, and deep gameplay elements. It kind of has to have those things if it's going to cost $49.99. If you want to know what we're really talking about, there's a free demo on the eShop you can check out. Sushi Striker will also incorporate online elements if you really need something to sell you on the Nintendo Switch Online in September. It might just be one of the surprise hits on the Nintendo Switch and 3DS. I don't know about you guys, but I like LEGO games a lot, and I also like The Incredibles, and it's about damn time we got a sequel after 14 years of waiting. Of course, the developers at Traveler's Tales knew this and made LEGO The Incredibles. Also releasing on other platforms, players will go through the events of the 2 movies, playing as all 4 members of The Incredibles, Frozone, and you know what? It's a LEGO game. You're going to be playing as literally everybody, even Jack Jack. I'm not joking. If you or your kids are fans of LEGO games, this is probably already on your list. If you are a fan of classic games, you're going to want to keep your eyes on the 25th anniversary edition of Flashback, a remaster of the hit 1993 game. This version will come with a rewind feature similar to the Mega Man Legacy Collection, a tutorial if you have trouble with the interesting controls, and the ability to play either the remastered mode or the classic one. It's quite literally a flashback into the older days of gaming. There's also this sweet collector's edition for fans. This is definitely one of those games ideal to be played in handheld mode. Oh god, another Mario Tennis game? Spare us, Nintendo, we barely survived the holiday season where all you released was Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. Okay, let's take a step back and really analyze what Mario Tennis Aces has to offer. Oh look, content! It's very apparent that Mario Tennis Aces will try to right the wrongs of Ultra Smash by incorporating a story mode, more than 2 courses, and a well-constructed online multiplayer. And you know what? It looks fun. I've personally never played a Mario Tennis game, but I excessively played Wii Sports Tennis, so if this game is more of that with even better features and powers, sign me up. And on June 1st to 3rd, there will be an online demo tournament, so mark your calendars to put your Mario Tennis skills to the test. If Sushi Striker wasn't enough to satisfy the part of your brain that loves fast-paced puzzlers, then you might have a look at Lumines Remastered. It's like Tetris, but more insane. Truth be told, I don't even know what's going on here. I'm not even that good at Tetris, but this... oh boy, I'm kind of scared, guys. Next one, come on! Ah, now here's something more familiar. Bethesda is on a roll with their support for the Nintendo Switch with Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus. If you're a fan of how the developers at Panic Button handled their port of Doom, you can probably expect them to do just as good with Wolfenstein. In this game, you'll be playing as B.J. Blazkowicz in an alternate 1960s USA where the Nazis won World War II and have taken over. Fair warning though, if you're expecting something like Doom, you may just die, since Wolfenstein relies more on cover than Doom. Still, if you're in the mood for some brutal takedowns and flying bullets, you're definitely going to want to pick this bad boy up. Also, the narrative of Wolfenstein is fascinating, with cutscenes that are on the same level as those created by Naughty Dog. Speaking of Naughty Dog... this is insane. Or should I say, insane. The first 3 Crash Bandicoot games, originally released on the PlayStation 1, will make their debut on a Nintendo console with the Crash Bandicoot N. Sane Trilogy. These are full-on remakes of the PS1 classics that most of us enjoyed as a child. And now you'll be able to play them on the go with the Nintendo Switch version. They may not be as good platformers as, say, Mario, but they offer some great levels and silly antics. The best part is that you're getting 3 whole games for $40 American. $40! Here's hoping we get the Spyro Ignited trilogy on the Switch as well. The Nintendo Switch has no shortage of racing games, but Trailblazers looks to be a welcome addition to the library. It's almost like a combination between F-Zero and Splatoon, with a unique art style that is both futuristic and retro. Players paint the track with their boosts, and their teammates can use the paint to boost their cars as well. We don't exactly know the day this game is coming out, but color us excited. Get it? Color us excited? I'm not sorry. Though not technically a game, we couldn't resist bringing up the Donkey Kong Adventure expansion of Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Rabbid Kong was a great addition to the game, but he certainly doesn't compare to the leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally back to kick some tail. I'll stop. This expansion adds a whole new area you can access after beating World 1. You'll play as Donkey Kong, Rabbid Peach, and Rabbid Cranky Kong in some new levels that expand the game's playtime by about 10 hours. That's pretty meaty. And who knows? This probably won't be the only expansion released for the game, so you can expect Mario and the Rabbids to stay for a while. So there you go. If you had no idea what Switch games you wanted to pick up in June, hopefully we helped you out just a little bit. But chances are, you're going to want to save your money for the games they'll be announcing at E3 2018, which is now less than 2 weeks away.
But that's not all, since Friday, June 1st at 5 PM ET, 2 PM PT, 22:00 GMT and 23:00 CET, we're hosting our in-depth Nintendo Switch E3 2018 prediction YouTube livestream discussion with our good friend Roger Space. We promise great entertainment value and insightful discussions, as this panel with me, Conrad, Joseph and Roger will go far and wide when it comes to Nintendo Switch's lineup in late 2018, 2019 and beyond. A good idea to not miss the event is to follow us on our Twitter account at Common Realm, where we will tweet about the event and how to get your questions brought up through donating in advance of the stream.
We'll be riding this hype train all the way to the event, and we would like to hit 150,000 subscribers by that time. So if you liked this video, hit that thumbs up, and if you want to know when we upload a new video, hit that subscribe and notification bell. Our next video is coming out this Thursday, and it's about a certain intergalactic bounty hunter.
This just in. According to Cerebi.net, it appears that we're just days away from a great Pokemon Switch reveal. So if it happens by this Thursday, the Metroid video will be pushed to Sunday, as we will have to make an Inside Pokemon Switch special as soon as Game Freak shows the goods.
We'd also like to thank our patrons, including royal producer Kenyatta Ali, for their contributions to the realm. If you'd like to support us even further in exchange for some awesome perks and swag, visit patreon.com/commonrealm. But in the meantime, girls and guys, we will see you this coming Thursday.